Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Bucket Designs, and I'm going to show you how to make this cute little pizza box. Do you notice the candy cane there? I turned it into a J, and it's actually a mirror stamping that we have to do. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm also going to show you how we can color these mini pizza boxes. Let me show you what I put inside. A little icebreaker candy cane mints. They fit perfectly inside. You could make a homemade goodie if you'd like, or you can just grab something at the store and make it easy. All right, well, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to ink up our mini pizza box before we put it together. Now, I have to tell you that when I originally made this, my hands were so inky that I couldn't even film the video. I had to give it some time to get all that ink off my fingers. So hopefully I have learned my lesson and I'm not going to get so much ink all over my fingers. I'm using one of our foam brayers. These are great, a great way to get ink on things smoothly, large surfaces. And I just am going to continue. See how I'm rolling it like that? I'm not just going do back and forth. You've got to actually like spin that foam. Hope you guys like my sound effects. So I'm really going to concentrate on these edges here. This is really what you'll see most are these edges. This part, this is the bottom, and the top's going to be covered with paper, so we don't need to worry too much about that. But I want to make sure that my bottom is pretty red too. And by the way, this is Lovely Lipstick. This week on my blog and on my Facebook page, my focus has been that adorable candy cane season stamp and punch, which we're going to use to make that J. And this project was originally done on a Facebook Live. So I have a whole PDF typed up. It has all the products and the measurements for you. So when you are done watching, if you want to make this, if you're interested in some of these products and the measurements, hop over to my blog using the link in the description, and you can save it, print it, download it, whatever you want for future reference. All right. I think that's good. I know it looks a little splotchy, but remember, we're not going to see this. Mostly what you'll see are the sides and this little front lip right here. Another way to ink up your pizza boxes is to use a spritzer. You can spritz color on there. I did pretty good this time, not too much ink. I'm going to set it over here to dry. You can use a spritzer. You could use a sponge dauber, although I think a sponge dauber might take a little more time than the brayer. That's why I like the roller. I like those a whole lot because they're quick. All right, make sure you cover your work surface, obviously. Let's pull up this paper so we have a nice clean paper to look at. And let's make our backwards J. Now, if you see this, if we turn it, the J would be backwards. This is how we would punch it out, and it's backwards. So we're going to do reverse stamping, and we're going to use the Stamparatus to help us stamp it so that we can actually punch it also. All right, so you're going to want your Stamparatus and some Whisper White cardstock. I've put my stamp right here on one of the plates. I have put in the foam piece that comes with the Stamparatus because you need that when you stamp with photopolymer. And this is our silicone mat. This is what we're actually going to stamp on. It's kind of creating a second surface for our stamp. So I'm going to ink it up with some Lovely Lipstick. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp right on my silicone sheet. Look at that. Can you see it? I'm going to do it a second time because this is a solid image stamp. Be careful now. If you're using big pads, be careful when you're pushing down that you don't get that extra there. This is a solid image stamp and I want to make sure I get a lot of ink. All right, now I'm going to take my Whisper White and I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to rub it, kind of stamping it on there, and I'm not going to move it. I'm going to take my magnet and make sure that it stays there. And then I'm going to take this again and stamp it. I didn't re-ink it because this is going to be the back side. This is going to show us where to punch it. All right, so basically what we've done is we've created a double-sided image. See that? This is the side we need for the J, because if we had, when we stamped it the original way, it would be a backwards J. So now we can easily punch it with our candy cane punch. All right, so I need to stick this in here, but my paper's a little bit too big. So I'm going to trim some of that excess off. And let's line that up. I love doing this. This is just kind of magical. And there we have our candy cane, or our letter J. Yay! Now I have noticed that when you do this reverse stamping, you do get some blotchiness sometimes with your ink. So I just take my blender pen and just kind of blend in, smooth out those blotchy lines if you have any. My pad is very juicy, so I think that's part of the problem. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and just glitz it up. Be careful not to get out of those lines, or you'll have a runny candy cane, and nobody wants a runny candy cane. Okay, and you can just run that dry, run that clear, and that will get any staining off of your blender pen and your Wink of Stella. Okay, just keep doing that until it runs clear and you can use it on another color. All right, so let's make the O and the Y. I've got a piece of lovely lipstick here, and we're going to stamp these little snowflakes all over this little piece. It's just a scrap piece big enough to fit your O and Y. Okay, now we're going to cut those out using the large letters. The large letter framelits are really a great tool to have on hand. I can't tell you how many times I have used these guys for projects to spell out words that I may not necessarily have a stamp for, or, you know, to spell out someone's name. Really fun. All right, let's move the big guy out of the way and punch these out. And I'm again going to take my Wink of Stella and color in those little snowflakes right there, just to give it a little more punch, a little more excitement right there. I just love this Candy Cane Season stamp set and the coordinating punch, especially now when I've shown you that really cool trick to reverse stamp your candy cane. It is being retired, so hopefully when you see this video, you'll still have enough time to go and purchase it. All right, let's make the front of our box. I've got a Whisper White scalloped square. It's the largest of the scalloped square framelits. And I have cut a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 Pool Party striped DSP. This is in the Subtles Designer Series paper stack. And then I cut a double banner out of Whisper White, and this framelit is with the Bunch of Banners framelits. Put that there. And now I'm going to start like this. Let's put the O in the middle, and we'll be able to space out our other layers that way. I am going to use mini dimensionals here, like this. And then we will get our Y. And I'm going to put a couple of mini dimensionals on here as well. Okay, kind of overlap. Well, I think we've got enough room like that. And last but not least, our adorable J, who is going to get a couple of mini dimensionals as well. And hopefully I put them in the right place. Yep. And it's going to go right there. Joy. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now I'm going to stamp one more little thing. This little stamp says, "'Tis the sweet season." And I've just got a scrap of white here, and I'm just going to stamp that right there. And then with your paper trimmer, cut it so that it's basically the height and width of the word. I'm just going to use my scissors, and I like to cut the ends a little bit at an angle. Be careful. I've already started to smear that ink. Give it some time to dry, okay? Now take those mini dimensionals again. And I'm going to put one right there on the J and one right there on the Y. And 'tis the sweet season. So cute. All right, let's put our box together. Hopefully I've given it enough time to soak in and not turn my hand red again like it did this morning. You want to burnish these lines. These little pizza boxes come in a package of, I believe, 10. Let me double check before I give you the wrong information. 8. Ooh, I did give you the wrong information. 8 pizza boxes. They are super simple to assemble. See how I just burnished all those lines? And I'm going to fold this in. And actually, let's do this side first. Those little tabs right there will kind of pop in place and hold that. And then you can put your treat, whatever you want to put in there, your candy cane flavored goodies inside the box. Close it up. I like to take a look at it too, see if I missed any spots now that it's together. And you can kind of take that and just, you know, fill in if there's any spots. Sometimes when you burnish something, when you fold it, those little hidden crevices stay white. So just take your roller and add a little bit more. All right, this is the Lovely Lipstick 1/8 inch grosgrain ribbon. I'm going to just tie it, and I want that bow, oh come on, to be right there. And finish that. Cut those little legs off. Now you guys, I have a bunch of other projects made with this candy cane season. You want to hop over to my blog. Not only did I have 3 on the Facebook Friday, but I actually did 3 more on the Tuesday before. So if you have the candy cane season, or you're going to get it and you're looking for lots and lots of Christmas treat ideas, I've got 6 for you right there on my blog. You can get a lot of use out of this stamp set. How fun, how cute. I think that these little mints would be great teenager gifts. My teenager wants gum and mints constantly. I can't keep any in my purse because she eats them all. She steals them, takes them to school. So maybe if you have a teenager on your list, you can make one of these for them. All right, you guys, I hope you love it as much as I do. Hop over to my blog, get the PDF, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great Christmas. Bye.